Good morning. It is 7:08 a.m. on Thursday, October 21st, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So, I'm actually spent a lot of yesterday feeling kind of just vaguely sleep deprived and a little bit brain foggy and just like blah. A lot of it. Not all day. Like I felt better as the day went on. That's sometimes my a common experience for me. I'm not a morning person, just generally, at all. But I often find that like even all the way up through like early afternoon, I might still just be dragging. But then into the evening, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, now I'm all right. And I can't help but wonder a little bit if there are psychological reasons for that. Like, it's one thing where I'm dragging when it's work that I have to do, and then once I'm done with work for the day, it's like, all right, now I'm ready to go. Could be. I think there might be some piece of it that's that, but anyway. So watched the season finale of Only Murders in the Building last night, which is the murder mystery comedy with Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez, and liked it a lot. I enjoyed that show thoroughly. I definitely hope they do a season two. I mean, I feel like people are talking about it like there's going to be, but I haven't seen like specific news to comment on that. But now looking back over the course of the season, I think the murder mystery itself is pretty compelling in the moment to moment, at least. It's definitely one of those, I think, where I don't think that there would be any possible way to guess it at the beginning, right? This is not a sandbox murder mystery where we're introduced to all the elements early on and then it's like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. It's really more like a tunnel, right? In the sense that each clue leads to the next clue in a way that you wouldn't have been able to see that second clue from the beginning. You have to follow each one in turn like a chain, links in a chain. And so by the time you get to the end and there's reveal, I'm not going to talk about it, but by the time you get there, like there's no way you could have jumped straight to that bit. But it was satisfying in the way that it finally wrapped up, I think, and had the opportunity for some really lovely character moments and some good humor. And yeah, it's a good show. I think I recommend it. Only Murders in the Building, and the no, maybe that's spoilery. But yeah, I hope they do more, and I liked that a lot. The other thing, shoot, what was it? I was sitting here feeling like, oh yeah, I'll talk about that, and then I'll talk about. Oh, I guess maybe just that there's a bunch of movies starting to stack up that I want to see because I do want to see the last Daniel Craig Bond movie, No Time to Die. I do want to see Halloween Kills. I do want to see Dune. I do want to see The French Dispatch, which is the latest Wes Anderson movie. I did kind of want to see the Venom Let There Be Carnage movie, although I think that one is one where I will probably let that slide to watching it at home when it's available. It's you have to prioritize these things, but I'm thinking that at the very least this weekend I will try to make it to the theater to see the new Dune movie because that one in particular seems to be one that uh, would most reward seeing it on the big screen. Not that I mean I am a big believer in seeing movies in the theater. I think it's great. I love it, and it is different, right? And it's not just the big screen, and it's not just seeing it with an audience, although I think both of those things play a role. I think part of it is just a different mindset that you're in. Because when you're watching a movie at home, even a movie that you're really engaged with and wanting to see, it's very common that you're going to be watching it and watching it and watching it and then saying, oh, I'm going to pause it and go to the bathroom. Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to pause it and go and get up and uh, you know, eat some popcorn. Oh, wait, no, I'm getting a phone call. I have to deal with that. oh, you know what, this scene's a little bit slow, I'm going to check Twitter really quick. Like, all of those things, like, I mean, are perfectly fine. There's like no judgment here saying that you shouldn't do those things. It's just, it's perfectly reasonable and understandable that we would all do those things when we're watching a movie at home. But I think that does change the experience compared to the movie theater where you don't have control, you can't pause it. You're in a theater that's designed to try to screen out all of the other things. Like you're in a dark room, there's no distractions around, or at least they're minimal. And I think that makes it a different experience that I really appreciate. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes. Excited for Critical Role to come back tonight. That's actually what I was going to talk about, was just that. But, I've done it. Ta-da! All right, talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.